Disclaimer: this video is not a substitute for medical advice. Always consult a qualified health practitioner if symptoms are worrying or deteriorate. No claims are made for the effectiveness of the remedies contained in this text, nor is any responsibility accepted for any side effects caused by their use. There are many different types of herbs. Healing herbs can address various health and welfare issues. They may act as beautifiers, cleansers, and odor reducers. They may also provide us with the ability to fight cancer, stop an itch, cleanse a scrape, and reduce the pain of burns and sunburns. Below is a small list of several herbs and their properties. Most are readily available in your spice cabinet or at the market. Aloe and aloe vera is a desert plant, although technically a herb. In its different varieties, it has become popular as a houseplant. Yet the aloe vera is more than an interesting succulent. The leaves of this plant have a specific use. The gel within is used externally to treat burns, including sunburn, and to help with the healing of cuts. The use of plants for these problems is simple. Break a leaf of the plant off and squeeze the gel form the segment onto the wound or burn. The gel dries on the wound, sore, or burn, creating a barrier against bacteria. Use the gel liberally without any side effects. Growing the plant is rarely a problem. Purchase a small plant. Transplant it into a larger pot, perhaps a window planter during the summer or a larger pot during the winter. Make sure it receives full sun and the temperatures remain above 40 degrees. Aloe vera is a succulent after all and enjoys the warmth and the sunlight. As the plant grows, it will add more leaves. Small, baby plants will appear. You can remove these when they have strong enough roots, plant them, and have more aloe plants. Alternatively, you can let them hang together. Whatever your decision, the result will be large enough and plentiful enough plants to use in instances of cuts and burns. Anise. The seeds are used to help settle upset stomachs, relieve gas, and soothe colic. Black cohosh. The root is capable of easing pain and inflammation. It also helps with hot flashes. Do not use if pregnant. Burdock. The root is a blood purifier or cleanser. It helps in clearing out the urinary tract and with various skin problems. It exhibits various anti-tumor properties. Chamomile. Chamomile is a plant with anti-inflammatory and soothing properties. Usually ingested as a tea, chamomile has the ability to relax the drinker, soothing away any anxiety and stress. This member of the Compositae family is also great for helping you shake off insomnia and ease into sleep. The most popular genus of chamomile is German chamomile, A. Matricaria. This is an annual plant requiring replanting every year. In spring, scatter the seeds in beds of moist, but well-drained soil. Make sure the planting plots lie in a partially shaded area. You may want to clip a couple of times during the summer. You also need to watch out for weeds. If you prefer to avoid annual planting, you can opt to plant perennial varieties, e.g. Anthemis nobilis. Unlike the German chamomile, these do not grow as tall. They creep along the ground. If you like the plant wilder and stronger, there is a form known as mayweed or stinking chamomile. All forms of chamomile are best served as a tea. Snip the stems and hang them to dry. You can then use immediately, storing any excess in dark, sealed containers for later use. While the tea is an excellent way to soothe frazzled nerves and calm upset stomachs, you must use with caution. Chamomile is a member of the daisy family. So, too, is ragweed. Therefore, if you have any allergies to ragweed, use chamomile with care. Cinnamon. The bark is used to aid digestion and to ward off such things as colds, urinary tract infections. It is astringent and therefore helpful with diarrhea and may even help fight tooth decay. Cloves. The bud of cloves are used to effectively quell toothaches. Cloves also calm the digestion and may be applied to ease the pain of stings, insect bites, and other minor wounds. Dandelion acts to strengthen the kidney and bladder. It is a diuretic and makes a delicious spring salad. The sap may be used to kill warts. Dill. A common pickling substance, dill leaves and seeds act to ease colic, improve digestion, and fight gas. Echinacea. Echinacea has risen from relative obscurity to popularity in the past 15 years. This purple coneflower offers up its roots, leaves, and rhizomes for usage in a variety of ways. Colds and flus. It boosts the immune system prior to a cold. Viral, bacterial, and fungal infections, helps defeat minor lymphatic system and liver bronchitis, canker sores, earache, shingles, sinusitis, sore throat. There are several precautions to consider when considering this plant. It is beneficial only in minor immune system problems. For chronic immune or autoimmune diseases, consult a doctor. Be very careful with your drug combinations as well as watch for allergies. Do not use for more than 8 weeks. Ephedra. This plant is the source of Sudafed. It helps with decongestion and may treat obesity. It is not for pregnant women or those with thyroid problems. Eucalyptus. The use of eucalyptus is common for easing congestion and relieving muscle strain. It can also be applied to soothe minor cuts and abrasions. Evening primrose. The oil from the seeds of this herb eases arthritis and help clear up skin problems. Feverfew. This prevents migraines and dizziness. It can also relieve arthritis. Do not take if pregnant. Garlic. There have been many studies done on the uses and possible uses of garlic as a medicine. Garlic does contain some useful substances including allicin that turns into allicin when the bulb is crushed and/or chewed. This is probably an antibiotic and has possible heart benefits. There are some roles garlic plays in medicine for which there is currently no known reason. Inhibits liver production of cholesterol, improves blood flow through the body, a cancer fighter using diallyl trisulfide wounds, apply crushed to wounds, also effective against some fungi and bacteria including tuberculosis and E. coli. Colds and flu. Garlic is more effective fresh and raw than cooked. Barring the consequences of having garlic breath, it seems to lack cautionary measures. Ginkgo. This antioxidant helps to improve short-term memory and increase alertness. Ginseng. Ginseng is a common root in Asia and North America, popular in the Far East and Europe but gaining ground in North America. Panax. Ginseng is grown in Korea and North America. True ginseng contains ginenosides and is an adaptogen. Uses include stress reduction, reduces cholesterol, increases energy, stimulates the nervous system, sometimes an ingredient in energy drinks, aphrodisiac, sexual enhancer, used to bolster male virility. Ginseng tends to be incompatible with vitamin C. Vitamin C interferes with the absorption of ginseng. If you have high blood pressure, a heart condition or an anxiety disorder, do not take ginseng. If you are postmenopausal, it could cause bleeding. Do not take it with other stimulant herbs. You should also decrease or even restrict your intake of caffeine. Golden seal. Golden seal contains hydrostein, an infection fighter, and berberine. The latter ingredient prevents diarrhea, causing germs from adhering to the gastrointestinal system. It can be used both internally and externally. The following are the most common usages. Flus and colds, take at first sign to fend off urinary tract infections, antibiotic characteristics, infectious diarrhea, berberine destroys warts, use a diluted tincture, eye soother, use as an eye wash to reduce and remove strain. Golden seal is a member of the daisy family together with ragweed and chamomile. If you are allergic to either of these plants, avoid golden seal. You should also not use golden seal if you are hypoglycemic, have high blood pressure, or suffer from a weak digestive system or autoimmune disease. If you are on golden seal, do not remain so for longer than 1 week. To continue usage after this period is to cause a reduction in the absorption of vitamin B12 by your body. Harhound. This is a traditional cough remedy. It is antispasmodic and an expectorant. Do not employ if pregnant. Licorice. This dried root helps to soothe sore throats and relieve coughs. It may also help heal peptic ulcers. A favorite flavoring in lozenges, it may cause problems if used in too high dosages. Avoid as you have high blood pressure or during PMS. Mullein. The leaves and flowers may be taken in a tea or burnt to help relieve coughs, colds and congestion. The leaves are a gentle expectorant and lymphatic cleanser. An external application will help ease stings and scrapes. Peppermint. This common garden herb provides the basis for a popular and soothing tea. Both the leaves and the stem of peppermint, Mentha piperita, are excellent sources of healing powers. It is one of the easiest plants to grow but very difficult to control. Peppermint, or any type of mint for that matter, quickly plots to take over a garden plot. You need to be vigilant and heartless in cutting back and rooting out any excursions beyond the specified boundaries. You need a site that is in full or partial sun. The best soil is one that is rich and drains well. Loam is best as it will retain water during the summer. Peppermint will quickly seize hold under these conditions and you will have trouble stopping it from invading all corners of your garden. When the plants are bountiful and display many leaves, do not be shy. Pick them off and use fresh. You can also dry them for later use. Make the leaves into a tea or in alcoholic or other refreshing drinks. Crush the leaves to release the soothing scent into the air. Chew on a leaf to freshen your breath. There are many different uses for peppermint. Peppermint is a versatile herb. It has long been popular as a means to ease digestive woes. A tea of the leaves helps the stomach and the mind relax. Releases gas and helps with such things as diarrhea, indigestion and menstrual cramps. Drinking a tea or releasing the scent may also act as a decongestant, reducing nasal inflammations. Some believe peppermint can decrease instances of bronchial restriction and headaches. Peppermint oil is effective in clearing up headaches. Preliminary research indicates this to be factual. You can also rub the oil on sore muscles. The oil has also acted as to numb sore teeth. In all instances, however, do not apply the oil without diluting it. Mix full-strength peppermint oil with a carrier oil. This can be olive oil or canola oil. It will decrease the harm factor but not negate the benefits. Peppermint is truly an all-purpose plant. If you look at the commercial use, even synthesized, you will have some idea of the power of peppermint. You find it as a flavor for gum and other candies. It is used in mouthwashes, toothpastes and other oral hygiene products. Peppermint is a handy herb to have around. Yet there are precautions regarding its usage. Do not ingest the oil or essence. Pure peppermint oil may actually cause and not prevent indigestion and other stomach and digestive tract problems. In some instances, its relaxation of the sphincter muscle may increase problems of acid reflux and heartburn. Plantain. The common plantain plant can soothe inflamed and infected tissues. As a cream it is effective against stings, and provides relief from poison ivy and the pain of cuts, scrapes and burns. Rosemary. Rosemary, Rosmarinus officinalis, is another popular kitchen herb. It is a spice and a medicine. Rosemary can aid you in your fight against bacteria, help you digest your food and even act to stimulate your thinking abilities. A perennial, rosemary is a plant you can grow from scratch or purchase complete. If you decide to buy a potted rosemary, be sure it is free from any chemicals. Unlike the other herbs mentioned, rosemary is a bushy plant. It prefers a well-drained, dry soil. It also likes the soil to be gritty, sandy, permitting the roots to breathe. You can grow more rosemary plants from taking cuttings off the bush. Use only flowerless stems. Place the cuttings in a moist, sandy and shady place. If you plant a bush, be sure you trim it back soon after planting and regularly thereafter. This will result in the production of strong, healthy shoots and perfectly oiled leaves. The fragrance from rubbing the leaves will be ideal. You will strip whatever leaves you want before storing them in a dark, shady place until they dry. You then use the leaves and stems to make a tea or tisane. Rosemary teas can be used internally or externally. Internally, it helps improve memory. It also aids in migraines and headaches. Externally, you can use rosemary tea to rinse your hair. It helps rid the scalp of dandruff and stimulates hair growth. While there are no known external problems, there are internal issues. Drinking too much rosemary tea may increase menstrual bleeding. Moreover, it is not to be taken during pregnancy. Sage. The leaves are tasty in meals and stuffing. They are antibacterial and may be used as a mouthwash, for a sore throat and to aid digestion. It may help with night sweats and fight against diabetes. Be very careful combining sage with pharmaceuticals. St. John's wort. St. John's wort, Hypericum, contains many different polyphenols, flavonoids, PHS, nolic acids and naphthodianthrones. Active ingredients include hypericin, pseudohypericin and hyperforin. St. John's wort is used in several different ways and treatments. Below is a partial list. Depression. St. John's wort is used to treat mild depression in children and adolescents and in instances where cost is a major factor: boils, bruises, carpal tunnel syndrome, seasonal affective disorders, sunburn. It may take several weeks to take effect. A major problem with the plant is it makes the skin light sensitive. If you take St. John's wort, do not ingest alcohol or any over-the-counter cold medications. You must also be careful what prescription medicines you are taking. This includes any drugs addressing high blood pressure and antidepressants. You must also not take it as you are pregnant. Slippery elm. The inner bark of this plant helps to soothe the pain of burns, the itch of bites, discomfort of minor skin irritations and to treat minor burns. time the whole plant is valuable since it is antifungal and antibacterial. It loosens mucus and helps to relieve coughs. Valerian is a natural sleep promoter. It relaxes the body and permits it to calm down. Do be careful in the dosage. Vervain is for digestive comfort. Yet, it can also relieve depression and remove headaches. Do not take if pregnant. White willow. The plant contains salicin. This is a noted pain relief agent. This naturally occurring form of aspirin relieves the pain caused by headaches and inflammation. It can also prevent migraines and assist in decreasing the chances of stroke and heart attack. Witch hazel has a long history of curing in North America. It also has powers as a water finder, dowsing. It is used externally in a number of reasons including hemorrhoid relief, apply to the affected area. Poison ivy, splash skin with, eases the itch temporarily. Shaving cuts, disinfects and helps to clot the bleeding. Freshen skin. Sunburn inflammation. Insect bites, apply directly. There are no particular problems using commercial witch hazel externally. Conclusion: as you can see, there are many herbs that provide valuable services to individuals with health issues. They are versatile substances offering their roots, leaves, seeds, flowers and other parts of their botany for use. The next chapter will look at how to grow 6 of them in your home and/or garden.